Well, you know, tomorrow Flint will be going into a third year of dealing with contaminated water, and this, of course, changed lives forever. The switch away from Detroit to the Flint River to save money happened in April of 2014, and a second congressional committee in Washington was told today it is still not known when the water will be safe to drink. 7 investigator Jim Kirchner is here now with the very latest for us. Jim?
Yeah, there were no fireworks at this congressional committee like we've seen before, no calls for resignations, and no complete accountability with this softer tone.
I'm disappointed that the governor is not here today to answer for his role and that of his administration in failing to protect the well-being of nearly 100,000 Flint residents.
I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, that I'm not interested in finger pointing. There has been much of that done already. The focus needs to be on the folks who are impacted, especially the kids, and what we can do to ensure that this does not happen again.
Enter the Flint pediatrician who exposed the lead poisoning of Flint kids and forced state and federal officials to finally admit Flint was a crisis. She's still living it with Flint families.
They are so angry and they want to know what happened so that they can start healing. It is going to be a long path for healing that's going to take decades.
And it's not just lead poisoning, but also Legionnaire's disease, possibly tied to contaminated Flint water. Just this week, the numbers from the state health department increased to 91 cases and 12 deaths during the last 2 years. Remember what we've shown you several times ahead of the Michigan Health Department last September, denying an emergency.
This is certainly a situation that deserves attention. I do not think that it rises to the level of a statewide emergency.
And in January, when the Legionnaire's outbreak was finally made public with the governor.
The department is treating the situation with the same urgency and transparency as the lead response in the city of Flint.
Today, before this committee, no thorough questions into the Legionnaire's disease and 9 deaths, just that an internal review is underway months later.
We have initiated an internal review in addition to the joint investigation being completed by the Office of Auditor General and Office of Inspector General. We will address whatever shortcomings are identified by these reviews within my department and will properly address issues and factors that affected our response.
And it has been a while since he has spoken publicly. Remember, so far, only 3 state employees have lost their jobs in the Flint water crisis. Live in the newsroom, Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.